guys. Welcome to another episode of Liquid Therapy. Whoa, I was way out of the shot there. That was really bad. But yeah, I'm Kennard. Welcome to another episode of Liquid Therapy. I got my friends here, Casey and Leslie. Casey, how you doing? Tell me about yourself.
I am doing great. I'm very excited to be here. This is my first podcast.
Yes,
Me
it
too.
is.
So, I am Casey, and
I'm Leslie.
we are Bossy Babe Boutique. We are a online clothing store that offers women's clothing sizes small to 3X.
Yes.
That's our intro. We do for all of our lives. So I'm Casey, obviously one half of Bossy Babe Boutique. I am sisters with Leslie.
I was just about to ask, aren't you guys are sisters?
We are sisters, not twins.
And I'm not her mother.
Unfortunately,
Thank
we are both from Northwest Indiana, and we're very close. So that's what I got.
Just feel normal. It's just like
I
was
am
gonna say,
normal.
It's just us sitting here. Just
Well,
I am
talking.
normal.
We do lives.
Yeah.
We used to do lives literally all the time. So we would be like, you watch what you say like
Yeah.
the whole time, basically. And so, but we've gotten away from that. That's not really the thing to do anymore.
I did
So,
notice that you guys don't go live as much.
yeah.
anymore.
Well,
Every-
in COVID,
every
people
couple
have the
months.
time for it. So I think
Yeah.
we'll get into that though.
Will
So,
we?
I'm sure we will. Yes.
Yeah.
Is that all you have to say about yourself?
Basically. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm
Leslie.
Leslie. I'm the other half of Bossy Bay Boutique, the older sister, the more wise one, maybe.
Oh, this is gonna go well.
And yeah, we grew up here in Northwest Indiana. We are locals. I went to Purdue Cal.
Ooh,
I also went to Purdue.
Yeah,
I went to Purdue North Central when it was North Central.
yeah.
where is that?
Westville.
Nope, don't know where
It
that's at.
is it's kind of by Michigan City. It has now been combined with Purdue Cal.
So they don't call it
they're-
Purdue Cal either.
Yeah, now they're
anymore.
combined. But yeah, it was in Westville.
Okay.
Back in the day.
Back in the day.
Purdue graduates,
Yep.
Crown Point alumni.
Now we live in Cedar Lake, and we have our business out of Cedar Lake.
Yes.
We're both married. I have two girls. One is just a few months older, right? 9 months older than Eliza, I
Yeah,
think.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think 9 months on the dot.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And I have 0 children.
Yeah, what's up with that, Casey? No children?
I don't like children.
Oh, Jesus.
Your
Nailed
guys'
it.
children is great.
Because they go home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to come home with one.
Yeah,
Nice
it's
to
really
leave it.
nice. Just
Yeah.
when you're waking up in the middle of the night, I'm fast asleep. You remember that?
She used to tell me
That
that
hurt.
often when Evelyn was a newborn. She
Jeez.
said, I woke up last night to go to the bathroom and I realized you were probably up
Oh,
with Evelyn.
That is so mean.
Yeah. Wasn't that kind of her?
Man.
It's too bad.
No filter. Huh?
I sleep like a baby. So,
I know.
Great.
You get treated like one too, though, don't you? David treats you like a little princess.
have you met David?
Well, he talks like he does.
That
David's
is,
love language is taking care of his wife.
it is. It is.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah, he's a, what's the word? Like a traditional man. Like you take care of your wife.
Pay the bills, get stuff taken care of, and then it's like, all right, leave me alone. I want to do what I want to do. Basically.
I like that he pays the bills.
Oh, God. All right. God, Casey.
Right there on the podcast.
Yeah.
And this
she
is when
just
David
in it.
comments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
David's, go ahead and comment all your
What
comments
in the
there,
world?
bud.
He agrees that
He does.
he thinks that the man should take care of the wife.
Yeah.
And
I'm
in
not
turn-
disagreeing with that.
He also thinks the wife should make dinner. So,
That doesn't happen at my house.
Really?
I mean, it's fine because I enjoy making dinner, so that's fine. If I didn't like making dinner, then it'd be a problem.
See, that's how we are, too. She'll make dinner, but come summertime, I'm mainly on the grill.
Yeah, well, he's definitely on the grill. I'm not. That's a boy job.
Oh my god. We aren't here for politics on
This
what is the
taking a
boy
left
job.
turn.
Yeah.
We needed to make a right. You go right back to right road. Oh,
bad.
man.
It can be a girl job, but I could do it if I needed to,
I believe in you. I do.
but I don't need to.
Yeah, I know. That's gracious, man. What are you guys drinking on over here? What do you got?
What do you have?
I thought you were gonna kick it off. I am drinking a Poppy. It is a probiotic soda.
Non non-alcoholic.
Correct. It is a nice little mocktail for my gut health.
Understandable. I felt like I needed that before you guys showed up, man. My stomach was
I love these. I drink them every night in a little wine glass.
really.
For a little mocktail makes me feel fancy.
Why the wine glass though?
Because it makes you feel fancy.
You okay? No, because I just thought about it because me and my editor were here doing stuff before you guys showed up, and I was like, oh, we were talking about getting like a love seat, but I didn't have anywhere to put it. So I was like, there has to be like a portable love seat or something. They had these lawn chairs that folds out into two,
Oh, yeah.
and it has a little wine glass holder, and it holds the full bottle of wine too. Yeah, and the first two people I thought about were you two. I'm like, they would love it. I gotta get it.
You know, we used to sell these swig tumblers, which I know you have a few, and it can fit an entire bottle of wine.
It can.
Please stop trying to sell to my wife on here.
We don't carry them anymore, but she has a few.
She has bought a few, yes. And it can fit.
Yes. She, I think, is the one who told us. So
Probably.
thank you,
I
Ari.
think you guys should start paying me to be on here since you already took so much money.
I don't think it works like that.
I disagree.
I know you disagree.
Anthony made me a margarita. I have a mango margarita
Ooh.
in my non-sponsored coffee
Oh, that's
Wow.
fine. It can be up there.
Wow.
cup
All right.
tumbler.
All kinds of stuff up there. Speaking of Anthony, I found all the stuff I need to make that drink I love so much that he makes me.
Which one? Oh,
With the beer.
the grapefruit beer.
Yes. I'm actually mad I didn't make that.
Yeah.
I plan on
It
making
smells
it
good,
too.
but I don't like
What?
beer. Yeah.
It doesn't even taste like beer.
No. If it has beer in it, I don't even like ginger beer.
Why?
Well, I mean,
Ginger beer doesn't taste like beer.
I just don't. I love root beer though, if that's a thing.
It's completely unrelated. So
Anyways.
that doesn't make any type of sense. Makes no sense. All right, so you guys said you guys have a little business going on, Bossy Bay. Check him out on Facebook. Did I say that right? Bossy Bay?
Bossy Babe Boutique. Yes, we're on Facebook.
Okay.
Shop bossybabe.com.
Link
We have an
down below.
Instagram, but
it's not a thing.
it's not really.
Really?
Our people don't really love Instagram.
Mm-mm.
Really?
Yeah, our people are really Facebook.
I was gonna say I'll put the link for the Facebook page. You have a website,
Our
too.
general customer, like our main customer, is like older than Instagram.
Yeah.
They're not all up to date with the new
Yeah.
stuff.
Our like ideal customer isn't like a 20-year-old.
Yeah, I think when
It's
we
not
started
necessarily our vibe.
when we started Bossy Babe Boutique, we started it for ourselves because we wanted clothes that fit us and
Mhm.
things that we liked that were not at Target or, the local stores, which I think I'm jumping ahead.
No, you're actually hitting because that was my next question.
Is it?
Where the idea come from?
It's almost like we saw the questions ahead of time.
We might have. And now I lost my train of thought. So can you finish my sentence?
I don't know where you were going with that.
No.
But yeah, because when we first started,
Oh,
we were both in the plus size thing,
Mhm.
and it was hard to be able to find clothes that fit us, that we liked, that weren't grandma-ish. But also, like, sometimes you want to go shopping with your girlfriend and be able to both hold up the same thing, and we both like it, and our girlfriend Shelby is a size small, and like I want to buy the same thing she is if it's cute. And so that was like one of our
Right.
main things, was that we kept seeing these boutiques and whatever pop up with clothing that went to a size that we could not fit in, and we were
yeah.
over it.
A lot of boutiques only carry small through large. So obviously, the average woman in the United States is a size 14 or
Really?
or an extra large 1X. So those boutiques are not even able to provide anything for those women. So we are shopping and we can't find anything. Like, we have money, like we want to give you our money, but
Yeah.
like these boutiques didn't even carry our size. So like I could buy a necklace, but
That's
even
about it.
like necklaces
Yeah.
don't cater to all people either. So
Wow.
that's where we originally came from. But I think when we started, we thought, oh, we're going to buy clothes that, maybe 18 to 30, 35-year-olds, I think is kind of what I thought our clientele would be. And I
Like
think
us.
right.
We thought that we were buying for us as a
Right.
customer.
And really, most of our customers, I would say, are 30 to 70 years old.
Really? It goes
Yeah.
up that high?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And you would be surprised, but like we do a lot of local markets, and those are the ladies who are out shopping and going out with their girlfriends or.
Yeah, but you also have to think that older women are more established and they have more money to shop. Versus,
That's
I
true.
feel like younger girls
My
are
wife.
just coming into their careers and whatnot, and
Yeah.
they might not have the extra finances to go and buy.
Well, and fast
Stuff.
fashion is a really big thing right now. So you can shop on these, I'm not even going to mention them, but these places that you can buy things absolutely dirt cheap.
Hmm.
And you can wear it 3 times. Well, it didn't matter because I paid $9 for it.
Yeah.
But with us, we really wanted some quality pieces that we could wash and wash and wash, and it's
Yeah.
not going to fall apart, and that's still really cute and like feel good about ourselves. So we want all women of all shapes and sizes to feel good when they put on the clothes that we picked out, because we honestly, like, we don't carry anything that I wouldn't wear myself.
Well,
I would wear it.
so everything you're wearing right now is from your company.
Yes and no, because we still like to shop.
Oh.
And we like to
Well, of
support
course.
other
Of
local
course.
businesses
We do
too.
we do like to shop
Yeah,
other
so we
places.
have some other
and we don't
friends.
sell everything. Like, we don't sell shoes.
yeah.
There's some things that we don't sell, some stuff that we do a lot better with more casual stuff.
Mhm.
So like
Okay.
dressier things like blazers or whatnot just don't sell well for us. So if we want them, we have to buy them somewhere else.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But-
Wow.
But this is, matter of fact, this is a Bossy Babe new release that hasn't been released yet. So
It was released.
It was?
Yeah.
Oh, last week?
Like yesterday.
Oh, yesterday. Okay. So
Yeah, the little jacket you got on
my
and
little
the sweater.
vest
Yeah.
Okay.
is super. This is my fave. I'm into the vests currently.
Really
It is
good.
lightweight, but layering pieces. So you want pieces that can take you through different seasons
Okay.
and
Oh, okay.
be
I
able
see
to
what
wear
you're
them
saying.
with different things. So you can wear it with a sweater or a
Yeah.
long sleeve.
Wow.
But I like to layer because are you going to be hot? Are you going to be cold?
Yeah.
I didn't know the status of your temperature gauge.
In here?
Yeah.
I mean, I try to keep it somewhat warm, so it's not
Well, you
crazy
just-
cold.
I think women like to layer too. That's like
Yeah.
a whole thing of accessorizing and looking cute, at least is what I like. So that's what we do.
Yeah.
So,
Casey,
did
are
we
you
answer
wearing
that
anything?
question?
Yeah, you did.
I don't
In
remember
full?
what the
You
question
did
was.
in full. That was actually really good.
I don't remember
Was
what the
that
question
well-rounded?
was. So
Oh, why we started?
Oh, yeah.
Where did we come up with the name Bossy Babe Boutique?
I'll
Yeah.
tell you. It's because I'm a babe and she's bossy.
That's what she likes to say.
That
That
is
is
so true,
not.
Right?
I never
in
thought
the-
about that.
I-
That is so true.
Okay, well, the words that
Golden.
you told me I shouldn't say, I'm thinking in my head currently.
Wait, I have a button for that, so it's
Yes.
fine.
WTF.
That works too.
Yes. So,
That's a
It's accurate.
perfect fit. Like I never thought about that name meaning like that.
yes.
And actually,
Well, and
it's a good bossy.
it is.
It's a good bossy.
It is.
Yeah, we don't mean bossy in a bad way. It's like you got your
You got your
S
stuff
together.
Oh.
I got the button. You got your
Boss
together.
A.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that one.
We're gonna let that one slide.
Yeah, I'll let that one slide.
That was a little iffy on that one.
Yeah, that was close.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Man. But are you wearing it, Casey? Are you wearing anything from your boutique?
I am this jacket, one of my faves.
What is that one called? Is that the Jordan?
This is the Jordan, currently available in a small on our website. It's the
Jordan.
I was
last
gonna
one.
say that one sells out. often.
I'm also wearing our Casey's favorite leggings.
You're too far away. Ma'am.
I'm trying to scooch. Okay. Casey's favorite leggings are our #1 bestseller. We have sold hundreds and hundreds at this point.
Is that the name of them?
It is, yes.
Casey's.
Casey's favorite leggings because we got them back in the day. We got them probably in 2020 when we started.
They were one of our first.
And yeah, they were one of the first things. Actually, I think we released them in June of 2020,
And when did we start?
in May of 2020.
Thank you.
Wow.
And I loved them so much. And I was like, what should we call these? And I was like, we should call these Casey's favorite because they're that good.
Yeah.
And it turned out everybody else loved them too because we've sold.
Do you guys have any video of you guys, like every piece of clothing you guys talked about? If you send it to me, I can put this during the
Oh, really?
podcast. Yeah.
Okay. We don't have videos for everything, but we
or
do
We
have
have pictures,
like
yeah.
pictures and links.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we started in the middle of COVID.
Oh, yeah.
So, and I have a terrible memory. However, the time frame is very relevant. So I had Evelyn November of 2019, and then March of 2020 is when COVID started.
Okay.
And that's when kind of like lockdown, kind of started. So
Stuck
we
in the
were
house,
kind
can't
of
move.
doing that with Casey and David. So it was like,
Because I was
Us.
watching Evelyn during the week.
yes.
So even though we were like quarantining, we were just quarantining together because
Right.
of that.
right. And you weren't supposed to go see anybody, but we were kind of doing it together. So
yeah,
yes.
well, this is family.
Yes. So Casey would watch Evelyn on Mondays.
Okay.
And so that's kind of how. So during COVID, everybody was wearing leggings
Yeah. Of
and
course.
comfy clothes. Like
Yeah.
people were staying home. They weren't going out. If they could work from home, they were working from home. So that's
Yeah.
kind of when I almost feel like the business casual, like, almost went out a little bit because
Yeah.
I needed
Yeah.
business casual because I still had to wear that.
Yeah, nobody
Where,
was
where
shopping
do you
for
guys
that.
actually work at? Like, what's your second job?
So I work at a large healthcare provider in Indiana in human resources.
Okay. Ooh, HR. Oh.
That's probably a little bit of where the Bossy comes from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't like going to HR. Don't like it.
It can be a very good thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
What about you, Casey? What's your second job? Or your main
The
job?
main job, yeah.
I work in the behavioral health field at a counseling agency. You didn't know this?
Well,
You're
no,
looking
I
confused.
like no. Explain what that is, basically.
I work at a company.
Yeah, you don't have to say the
In-
name. or anything.
I
We're good.
I work at a company in Crown Point, Indiana that provides mental health services to the community. So we provide services just like if you have insurance and you want therapy,
Okay.
or
Oh.
other avenues. We get clients through like the Department of Child Services, and
That's what I thought you did. Like, was just child services.
I
type
used
stuff.
to, but I have pivoted a little bit. So
Okay.
now I'm just like in what we call the outpatient field, which is usually like if you just have insurance and you want to come in for therapy. So.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting. That's good that you guys actually still like have a main job and then your side hustle just to get some extra cash flowing in. And I heard you guys did very good with sales and everything with Bossy Babe.
So we started Bossy Babe because we wanted clothes for ourselves. And truly
Yeah.
and honestly, Bossy Babe is still just like our fun thing. Like
Yeah.
Bossy Babe to us is not a job because
It's more
we
like a
really
hobby.
right. Like it's fun to us. We've made a lot of friends. So I guess I don't really consider Bossy Babe a job.
I don't consider it a job until we're spending all our weekend at a market and we
Right.
don't have any free time.
Right.
Then I
yeah.
think of it as a job when I have to wake up at 4 a.m.
Yeah. November was
But
very busy.
otherwise,
On a weekend? Ooh.
yeah, but otherwise I
Oh.
don't really think of it as a job.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's something that we really want to do. Like we
Yeah.
enjoy it. We enjoy meeting with the people and all of the things. So
Yeah,
I mean,
so
yeah,
it's just like why I started this podcast. I
exactly.
enjoy talking to people and getting some other insights on how other people live. And
Exactly.
get how to start a business. Because maybe I want to start a business one day.
Well, I
never
mean,
know.
you could.
Yeah.
Anybody can start a business.
So where did this basically all like? Where did the idea came up, but where'd you start? Like, how did you get started to making Bossy Babe Boutique?
So
I'm looking at Casey.
I would say probably like a year before we started, I was seeing online boutiques and I was like, I kind of want to do this because I want clothes. And one of the ones that I was seeing over and over was sisters. And I was like, oh, I have a sister. I could do that.
I have a sister.
And so I had brought it up to her and she was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And that was kind of that.
I mean, I shopped at boutiques and I spent a lot of money on boutiques and like online and stuff, but
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
I feel like
I
it
just
would
kind of shrugged it off.
I feel like, and maybe it's because we're in the boutique scene now, that like I just feel like at that time I didn't really see it that often.
No.
And so when I had brought it up, it kind of felt to me like it was just like something that nobody really knew about yet. And then a year probably later, COVID happened, and
Mhm.
everybody is now online and they're just like endlessly scrolling because there's nothing else to do.
Right.
And I had come across a different boutique, and I don't know if you had found them first or I had found them or what.
I
but
think I might have
but
shared them
we
with you.
kind of had like both started watching this boutique, and Leslie said, I think you were like, oh, we could do this. And I was like, this is what I told you about a year ago.
Well, she carried extra small
She
through
did.
3X.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I watched her a lot, and she did lives,
Yeah.
and she would try on the clothes, and she would be like, okay, this is like fitting true to size. So like,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh, okay. Like
Yeah.
what
Seems
she
easy
was
enough.
doing. Yes. I was like, okay. Like it just kind of like, I was like,
Yeah.
oh, like
You're like,
we
I could do
this.
this. Yeah.
And it's like, I think it's a little bit more daunting, like by yourself, but like we both have like things that we excel in. So it's like, okay, well, she does a lot of the back end. And I'm like, okay, well, you like lean on your partner
Yeah.
for other things like, okay, well, I lack here. So she excels there
Yeah.
and like holds it up there. So
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, well, that would work because we can lean on each other.
Yeah. It's not
Start a
just you.
business with your sister.
Debatable.
Sketchy. Like, honestly,
Debatable.
we're still
Underlined
Yeah.
and bold.
I was gonna say,
Yes.
like, so now where you're at now, like compared to who you saw
Here. Yeah.
and started yours, like, do you think you're on the same scale as them, or
I
Or
don't
you
know
think
that we're on the
better?
same scale as like some other boutiques because I don't like to compare. I think it's really of like a
That's understandable.
community.
continue?
Hold on, I have to.
You were
figure out-
saying community over competition.
Oh,
I think it's hard to compare yourself to other boutiques because other boutiques might have different goals.
Yeah.
Right.
Like that boutique in particular, I mean, we see on the back end, we see like them in the boutique world,
Yeah.
like
Right.
asking questions and like, just
there's this really big hub that basically all of these boutiques join, and you learn, you educate yourself,
And
they
you can-
provide a lot of resources.
you can
and
just talk to other
education.
boutique owners and you
Yeah.
can just like, especially when you don't have somebody that you're doing it with, you can vent to, or when you get a crazy email from a customer, you can post it and be like, how would you respond to
Right.
this type thing?
Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, we see those people in the back end, but I also, because that particular person has like a huge storefront and a huge,
Yeah.
like they're
They're not
to-
in Northwest Indiana. She's in Michigan.
yeah, they're to an extent that I don't know that we're interested in.
Right.
So it's not necessarily like, are we on the same page? It's
Yeah.
How's
And I
it-
feel like it's totally community over competition because there
Yeah.
are other boutiques in Northwest Indiana and we do know them. We've actually met, I'm going to say a lot of them at markets.
Okay.
They're all very sweet. We all do something a little bit differently. So if we had somebody come to us and they say, oh, I was looking for these Judy Blue jeans
Mhm.
in this style, do you guys have these? And we knew that, maybe our friend KCP, she carries some Judy Blue or she carries a different brand. So
Okay.
maybe if you don't like the fit of Judy Blue, I can say, oh, well, she carries Risen.
Yeah.
Like you might like the fit of that better. So I honestly shop them
All
still.
the time. Yeah.
So
Still.
I mean,
I was gonna say, like, there's no
Yeah.
beef or some, like, you're in my territory or nothing.
No.
Like, I think about selling cookies. Like, you got the one person
Like the
selling
Girl
cookies.
Scout
Yeah, Girl
cookies.
Scout cookies and
Yeah.
stuff. I
no,
thought it'd be something like that, but hey, that's good though.
yeah.
That's good.
No, I feel like we all do something a little bit differently. I mean, and you have your loyals,
Yeah.
and I feel like we have those loyals. I'm sure they have their loyals, and but it is nice to like meet them and talk to them, and
Yeah.
know you're not alone.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. So
It's not much competition. It's just mainly teamwork.
Right.
Makes your dream work, basically.
right,
Mhm.
and most of these are all women businesses. So at the same time, like Northwest Indiana small business, all women owned.
Mm-hmm.
I
Interesting.
mean, you get it.
So, with that being said, actually, when you guys were starting up your business, did you guys get any help by anybody, or are you just on your own doing research and everything?
I mean, I would say Casey did the majority of the research because that's where she excels. Like, Casey doesn't buy anything unless she's read all of the reviews, which is
Jesus.
annoying as hell
But-
to me.
But before we started, we didn't even know of this
No.
hub where we
Yeah.
could communicate with people. It was like we were just like randomly, I'm just like Googling like business license and like, what does that
Yeah.
mean? And then it gives me something and I'm just like,
Yeah.
you know, inching along that, okay, now we don't just need a business license. We need
Mhm.
like a certificate that we can resell things. And it like
Mm.
comes with all these things. So I think it did just
Wow.
start with like a whole lot of research. And I know that there's a lot of questions in the beginning that we were just like, I can't find an answer for this until we're in it
Mhm.
and we just figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then once we found the hub, I think that was like a big help.
Yeah.
But we didn't find that until we were like very well established.
Yeah.
So like the hub is basically somewhere where you can say, hey, we're going through this, and how do we get this
Yeah.
part, like your license or whatever, stuff like that. So basically, just for what you guys are into.
Yeah.
It basically
Really?
is, but everybody in the hub is already established.
Yeah.
It's not
Okay.
like if you haven't started yet, then you wouldn't be in it.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, and it's a paid
Oh.
subscription, so you pay every month
Yes.
to be a
Okay.
part of this group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they provide webinars and education and
Wow.
like a little bit of marketing, or like it's really just somewhere like you can lean on. And then they have like separate groups that you can like bridge off into. And so, I mean, I think I find that very valuable. I mean, because it's not like our parents did this or we have
Yeah.
Yeah,
a family.
it's
history or
definitely a good
something.
resource, but it's for once you're established.
Yeah.
If you're trying to start up before that, it's really just a whole lot of Google.
Yeah. But I mean, anybody can get a business license. So, like,
yeah.
we have an LLC. Anybody can go and file one. I mean, it was relatively inexpensive. I think between our
was.
retail license and our EIN and our Indiana tax ID. I mean, I don't even know
Wow.
if those
She's
are
just
all,
making
like-
up stuff right now.
I mean, those are things like that you need to have. But I mean, it was like under $100.
Yeah.
Because that's what I'm
Yeah.
actually going through, creating an LLC. Did you do your LLC online, or did you actually go to ND to do
No,
all
we
of
did
it?
everything online because again,
Really?
it was the middle of COVID.
True.
Mhm.
Very true.
Everything was electronic. There was one document that you submitted electronically online,
Mhm.
and then they had to mail you like the hard copy. I want to say,
Oh.
is that your retail merchant ID? Maybe.
They do mail it.
Yeah, but it was like one document you had to mail. So for us, when you sign up, like when we started, we had no idea what clothing would cost.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you can go to Target and get a t-shirt for $12.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Like, we had no idea what clothing would cost, but wholesalers won't share that information, and
Yeah.
businesses don't talk about that information like until you have all of your retail licenses and all of your things
Mhm.
to sign up, create an account, like become established, be vetted through them,
Wow.
like to make sure you're legit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then they're like, okay, now we'll grant you access to the website. And then you can go on there and see, like, oh, our minimum is X. And you're like,
Yeah.
holy moly, like
Yeah. It's a whole
that's
different
feasible
ballgame.
or it's not feasible, because
Yeah.
they're all so different. Like, some wholesalers have a minimum, and some are like, okay, well, you have to order 2 of every size.
Oh,
or
I remember you telling me about that case.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like different
Mhm.
minimums. Some people require that you order a certain number of items. Some
Yeah.
just have like a grand total for their whole website that you have to do.
Some sell them in packs.
Yes.
So, like, if I want to order something, you have to order the entire pack. So small, medium, large, extra large. Like, you get the whole thing.
So, do you guys have trouble selling all that, or no?
I mean, I would say yes and no. I mean, the hub is a good resource because you can like work with other boutiques. Like, if maybe we
That
purchased
definitely
something
helps.
and it
Wow.
didn't work for our customers, maybe we can connect
Yeah.
with another boutique. So that's been very helpful.
But the packs can be difficult because we tend to sell more of like an extra large 1X,
Yeah.
which is like what we said, like the average woman in America is like
Yeah.
an extra large 1X. We sell way more of that than like a medium.
Well, right.
And when we go to buy a pack, if you have to get so many of each size, you have to get so many small,
Right.
so many medium, so many large, and it's like, well, we might want more large and less medium, and that's too bad. So
Yeah.
sad.
But
So
it was also in the beginning, and it still sort of is, very difficult to find wholesalers who carry the same item
Mhm.
in a regular size pack and then also a plus size pack. So they are sold separately,
Whoa.
and not all wholesalers do both.
Yeah.
So like if there are some brands that we absolutely love, but they only do small, medium, large.
And we only sell stuff if it comes in both.
Yeah. So
feel like
we
that's
we don't
unfair.
release it unless we have
It
all
is unfair.
sizes.
I didn't know any of this about like
Yeah.
that. That's really
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's
That
why we only
sucks.
sell styles if they come in small to 3X.
Right.
Because a lot of women's clothing stores, they might have like a regular size section and like a plus size section, and they're not the same clothes.
yeah.
Right.
And we wanted everything to have every size. So if
Right.
we don't have your size, it's just because it's already been bought. It's not
Yeah.
because we've never
Right.
had it.
Right.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
That
So
is-
that was a huge.
And I think that was one of the things that made us stand out in the beginning too, was that we had the bigger sizes and we had all sizes, especially for people who are like on the border. If you're that size 14, you might be able to do a large, or maybe sometimes you need a 1X. And if you're at a store that doesn't have both,
Yeah.
then you might just be out of luck.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
I
You're
did
getting-
not
now you're
know.
getting into
Yeah,
it.
like I didn't
Yeah.
know that most of stores really focus on the smaller sizes.
Well, right.
Yes.
Or like if you go to one store, they might have, okay, the entire front of the store is all regular sizes.
Yeah.
Oh, well, if you're plus size, you can go to the back corner and we have 3 racks.
In the dark.
That is so
in the
degrading.
dark, there's no lights. I was
I feel like you're overhyping
no,
it. Are you
this
serious?
is serious.
dead serious.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
Dead serious.
Like there are, I like literally no exaggeration. There are, let's say, 30 racks of regular size clothing,
Uh-huh.
and there are 3 plus size racks in the back. Honestly,
Name
like
the store.
no.
Go in there and rate
All
it.
of them.
most of
All of them are like
All of
that.
them?
Yes.
Almost all of them, yes.
That's sad. You guys need to get it together. God.
Yes. And I mean, I get it because it can be difficult at times to find styles and whatnot that come
Yeah.
in all sizes. I know that it can be hard for the boutiques, but I mean, we do it because it makes a difference.
Right,
And so it is doable.
right.
And
And
I
we
think-
want to be size inclusive. Like that's our whole thing. Like,
Yeah.
we
But
want
if
a small
more-
to wear the same thing.
If more stores are doing it, then more wholesalers would be willing to do it
Right.
as well.
I know that there was one like large retailer, I'll say, and their thing was, okay, well, we're going to carry all sizes now, but in the store they only have regular sizes. So if you want plus size, you have to go online. But like
That's
plus
annoying.
size women want to try the clothing on too.
Yeah.
Like it's the same thing. Like it's just like a negative stigma.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, and that's what we wanted to get away from. We wanted everybody to be able to come. Like, we have girlfriends who are smalls, we have girlfriends who are 3Xs.
Mhm.
We want to all go out together. We want to have a girls' day, and we want to go to the same place. Like, I don't want to be in the back of the store in the corner,
That-
and then everybody else be in the front.
I did not know stores were like that. Man.
Yes.
That is insane.
Yes, because men's clothing isn't like that.
Mhm.
Well, no, we also don't buy. Well,
You don't buy clothing. There's some men
I
who do.
I do buy clothing.
Well, yeah. Hopefully, you're wearing some.
I spend more than the average man on clothing.
Yeah.
Like
We know.
your two husbands,
we know.
they're completely different from. Yeah, I buy my own clothing. Yes.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
Really
Yes.
interesting.
I may ask Gary for a few advice, like, "Hey, what do you think of this outfit or something?" And then she'll say, "Oh, I like it." I'll go change it. I'm like, "Oh yeah, I like this way better."
Anthony, in no way, shape, or form, has ever asked me if I liked an outfit. I don't know if Anthony has ever said
David
the word
has.
outfit.
I think David
Yeah.
has.
He's asked if something matches, but I don't think he's ever used the word
If
outfit.
David is asking if something matches,
don't
it
say.
doesn't.
It does
It
not.
does not. If you
I
have
don't
to
say
ask,
outfit, I say fit. Like, what do you think this
Oh,
fit?
fit.
Like, yeah, get
All
right,
right.
man.
Well,
Cash.
Anthony also paints cars, so he should know colors and he should know what
Yeah,
matches.
that's what I'm surprised
Yeah.
about.
Yeah. But also, he knows. I mean, I buy all of his clothing, so it all matches.
it's been approved. If there's anything
relatively.
ugly, it just goes missing one day. So
Oh, yeah.
it's just a shame. I don't know what happened to it.
Yeah.
You scare me sometimes.
That's how I like it.
Goodness
David likes
gracious.
it.
I know he does. God, man.
It's a
David,
different...
if you're in need of help, just go ahead and call this number.
Just blink twice.
Yeah, blink
Blink
twice.
twice.
Comment twice.
Yeah.
I'm offended. By
Oh my
that.
goodness, I don't like the way you're looking at me right now. I feel threatened in my own home.
Oh my God.
But what are the pros and cons of actually starting your own business right now? Or when you guys do, it was during COVID, so that was probably the only
Pro,
con.
I think, well, the pro is like we get first dibs on all the clothing. Like, of course, we want to sell the clothing,
Yeah.
obviously, but
If you really like something, you're like, yep, I'm gonna go and keep this for
Yeah.
myself. Yeah.
I mean,
Most of the time, though, we like sell whatever we're gonna sell, and then whatever size is left, we're like, that's fine, I'll take that.
right. We'll
I'll
make
just
that
figure
work.
it out.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's still clothing.
Well,
So
right.
you still try to put the customer first.
Yes.
Okay.
Because we're
I
like,
mean-
okay, we know we get something in and we're like, okay, we know Ari's going to love this. So, like, I'm not going to take her size. I'm going to wait for Kennard to buy that for her.
No comment.
No
Just
comment.
Gonna continue. Tell me the
So-
pros and cons about that. Yeah.
So, yeah. I think a con, and I don't know if it's really like a con because I think that we balance each other. But at the same time, opening a business
Mhm.
with a family member, just in general, like, is like not sketchy, but
Don't do it.
Yeah.
No.
Me
I mean,
personally,
we're
I
still-
try to avoid that at all
well,
costs.
right. I mean, so Casey would explain it, I think, a little bit better. But I mean, you have to have a really, really good, stable relationship. But I would say, like, I trust Casey 1,000%. So if I were to go be in the hospital, like, she has the business 1,000%.
I can see the connection. Like, you guys
Yeah.
have a strong connection. When it
So-
comes to
I
this.
think we have what I would say is a rock solid foundation, and we are still have moments in the
Yeah.
business when I'm like, are you stupid?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there's not going to always be roses.
Yeah.
And I think we're rock solid, and we still have
I
a
mean,
lot of
we
times.
are.
I still have a lot of times when I'm like, what were we thinking doing this together?
But we are also both very opinionated and we say our opinions. So I would say I say my opinion 75% of the time. Because then the other 25%, I'm like, it's not even worth because
Yeah.
I know that she's not.
You are
gonna
a
go with it.
liar.
What do you mean?
You say your opinion 100% of the time.
I hold back 25%. So you're freaking
It's a
welcome.
miracle.
I just want to throw in
You're
here.
freaking welcome.
One of my fears is getting on your guys' bad side. I'm like so serious. I do not want to be on that side.
I mean, I feel like, but we're both very strong women. I would say.
yes.
So
I fully agree with that.
but there will be days where I don't even want to see your name come up on my Facebook
Yeah.
because you
Jesus.
are so freaking annoying
And
at this very point.
her name comes up on my phone and I just swipe it away because I'm like, I do not want to talk
not
to
today,
you.
Karen. Not today.
I do not want to talk to you.
I'll
And
send
I
her a Snapchat of the girls, and I know she hasn't read it, and I'm like, oh, she's still mad.
yeah.
It's fine.
But I mean, as siblings, you're going to fight anyways.
Well, right.
Yeah.
I think as business owners, you're going to fight.
Well, yeah.
And so both of them on top of each other are just
An atom bomb.
But at the same time, I know, and I know she knows too, that there's no ill intent. Like, there's no, like, we wouldn't do something intentionally malicious
Yeah.
or anything like that. Like, you don't ever want to, like, shoot down another person's ideas because it is a collaboration.
that's a great idea, but you are wrong.
Exactly.
That sounds like Casey.
And it's okay to be wrong, though, sometimes.
Yes.
But
I think one of the biggest issues with having that dual relationship is that when you want to turn off the
Right.
business side and like, okay, now it's like family time and it's somebody's birthday and we have to go
Yeah.
hang out, and I'm still pissed off about
you just
this,
have to get over it.
this other thing, you have to get over it, and you just
You build a bridge.
and you just
over
get
yourself.
there is so many times where it's you just have to get over it because you have to
But then that helps the business get over it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
But what about after the family event or anything? Does
I
it-
feel like
does it
that
go back
point
to-
you forget about
Right,
it. At that
then
point
then
you're over it. Yeah.
yeah.
The
Okay.
moment has passed.
Because nothing is ever like so terrible that you're like, no, we're just gonna cut it off. Because at the end of the day, we're both still sisters.
Yeah.
Bossy Babe could end, and we're
Really?
still sisters. I mean, we don't know if Bossy Babe's forever. We don't know. Like, we are, again, this is not 1,000%. Like,
that was actually
for the
one of my questions there. Do you think this
we're a
is going to be
segue.
forever?
It's a great segue. Like, at the end of the day, we're both still sisters.
Yeah.
Like, my daughters love their TT and their uncle,
Mm.
and like that is the end of the day. Like, that will still always be the be all at the
Yeah.
end of the day. So you just have to get over it.
I feel like there's so much more that needs to be said.
Do you want to punch her in the mouth?
No.
sometimes?
I having a business partner in general, I think is very hard, no
Yes.
matter who it is.
Yeah.
But to have it be a family member is extra hard, and 9 times out of 10, I would say don't do it.
But I
agree.
would do it with you, but I know you have best friends, and I've had best friends, and we have really, really, really great friends. But at the end of the day, money or business, I mean, that could separate that. But at the end of the day, I think we both still know, like, none of that matters. It's still family at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's a good
So,
way to going into a business with a family or friend. Like,
Right.
don't let the money ruin the relationship.
well, exactly. So if this business isn't working out, I mean, we'll just shut it down.
Yeah.
Like,
I'll just kick you to the curb.
she's going to GTFO.
And then I'll see you at Thanksgiving.
Exactly. Are you bringing the freaking
Yeah.
macaroni and cheese, you a-hole?
That's good. I feel like you guys have a lot of good times, though, when you're working together as sisters, though.
And it can definitely be good to lean on somebody that, when you need to lean on somebody, that they're there and you know that.
Well, somebody that you trust. So, again, like, yes, you would trust your best friend, but, I mean, I think, again, the foundation of...
It has to be rock solid.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey,
So,
you're
I mean, so if you take everything and run, like, I'll hunt you down and gut you like a fish.
That
Still.
was very graphic.
And she
Man.
would do the same. So,
I don't know what
See,
you're
it's hard
talking
for me-
about.
it's hard- I can see her doing that. Like, it's hard for me to think you scare me.
You would think I would run?
No, I feel like you would gut me like a fish. Like, I'd sit, like, you
Why do
scare
people
me.
think that about me?
it's the
I don't-
RBF.
What is that?
I can't say it. You told me I couldn't say that word.
Oh, okay.
It's a resting face.
Oh,
Of a
okay.
bee.
Yeah, there you go.
That doesn't
Resting
mean that someone's
face.
going to gut you like a fish.
See, I think it's the boots, too. Like, you got those
the
boots.
boots.
It's
These are
like,
my
I want to go
Timberlands.
bury you in the backyard right now. Say another wrong
She
thing.
would dig the
I
hole
probably
with
would.
boots.
You scare me. God.
I like
feel
that.
I know you do.
We want you to be on the edge of your seat. We want you to be like a little scared.
I'm more scared of her than I am of you.
I mean, you should be.
I like
That's
that.
accurate.
See, that doesn't help. That
I
doesn't
mean,
help.
you really should be.
God.
David doesn't think I'm
Can you
scary.
guys switch seats? God, man, this is in the podcast here, guys. I'm worried for my life.
He'll be
No.
fine. He'll be fine.
So, do you think starting your own business was really worth it?
I mean, I think it's been worth it for us. I mean, we've met a lot of really great people. We've built relationships with people.
Mhm.
We've met a lot of people, a lot of other great businesses.
Has there been a time when you?
Are you asking?
I have a
questions
question.
here?
No,
I
that's
have a
fine.
question.
That's
has,
fine. That's fine.
Has there been a time when you thought maybe we shouldn't do this anymore?
Yes.
Well, that
Honestly, yes.
was
I would
actually-
say I would say the same thing.
Exactly.
stole my question.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely. There's been times when I thought we shouldn't do this, or maybe we shouldn't do it to this extent. Maybe we should. Maybe
Yeah.
we should pivot, or maybe we just shouldn't do it at all.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I've literally screenshotted your posts and told Anthony, like, I need a day.
I need more than a day sometimes.
I mean, but that's just real. It is what it is. Like, but then in these instances, we've gotten over it.
Sorry. I really.
It's a smoke
apologize
show
for
in
that.
here.
Sorry. Hotbox the garage. See, this is why I don't want to. I feel like she's about to like just pull out a knife. Just
She might. She was surprised at my answer, that I answered that so quickly.
No, I wasn't, because I knew that my answer was yes. I've thought about it, so I
Yeah.
figured you have thought about it as
I need
well.
to get-
Yeah.
I need to get.
But
like,
it was never
fighting
as
bells
it
in
wasn't.
here.
It was never too bad. What?
Ding ding ding.
You wanna?
Fighting bells.
Do you
want
wanna
to
fight?
No, I
Do you
don't
want to
want
know
to
some
fight.
childhood stories?
Oh God. Are we going deep now?
Look at the face.
Casey said no.
She was gonna gut me like a fish.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I've heard enough of that. Actually, not enough. I enjoy your stories of childhood and everything. Like, it's very like wow.
Speaking of, now that we say that, I think of a segue is that if our business wasn't based on Facebook, I wouldn't have a Facebook.
Yeah.
That's a
Really?
that's a downside. That we
Honestly,
have
yeah.
to be present on social media all the
Yeah.
time.
Because if you're not liking and engaging in things,
Yeah.
like honestly, like we meet, okay, let's say we meet a person at a market.
Mhm.
Okay, so how are they going to find us? People don't usually just go to a website like randomly.
Yeah.
So like our Facebook brings that up. Like it reminds them
Okay.
like, oh yeah, Bossy
There's an
Babe does
event.
new arrivals
Yeah.
every Friday morning at 10 a.m. And so we
Wow.
drop the website and then they go to the website. So when they're at work scrolling because they're bored or they're on a
Yeah.
break or lunch or kids are eating or whatever,
Yeah.
like that pops up. But if we're not posting and engaging and like, algorithm is
Yeah.
jacked up all the time.
So with
So-
that being said, then, so you think Fridays is the best day to post like your new launches, or do you think another-
Friday is payday.
Yes.
Thursday is payday for me, but
So back in the day, which is like what 2 years ago,
2020.
2020.
during COVID, we used to do lives.
Yeah.
And we would do lives Thursday nights
Mhm.
after Anthony got home from work so he could take Evelyn and
Mhm.
we could do the live because Evelyn, just like us, wants to be in the video and like,
Oh, yeah.
be going through the clothes. So we would do lives, like 6:30 or 7 o'clock at night. But during COVID, people had time to sit on Facebook for 2 hours and watch us.
That's how long your lives are?
I mean, sometimes they'd be 3
Mhm.
hours. Like it really just
Wow.
depended.
And
Like
people would be on them the whole time.
really, they would watch the entire time.
What's the secret? Because I can't get anybody to watch my lives.
Well, exactly.
Well, nobody
because
does lives anymore because they're busy.
Well,
and
right.
They're
During
living their
co-
life.
During COVID, people had time to sit and watch lives. Now people like, and you if you were on the Facebook, you would see like we'll drop little like minute 30-second videos
Mhm.
of
Shorts.
how something fits because that's ultimately why they were there. Also, we're hilarious. So
Specifically me.
yes, they would come for Casey. but- So we would drop little videos of us trying things on and you get to see the fit. So if you don't like something, like
Yeah.
you're not into vests or like
Yeah.
I am not into leggings or whatever, you just keep scrolling.
yeah.
So people have time to watch a little 1-minute video like TikTok.
It's a short,
essentially,
basically.
a little short video.
Yeah.
And if they don't like it, they can scroll.
Oh.
I'm gonna head back to the lives. So we do new arrivals on Fridays. We used to do the lives on Thursday nights. So honestly, we were super manual.
Mhm.
So we do have Shopify, which we love. But so we would do the
It's an
live.
amazing app, by the way. I love
Yes.
that app.
We would do the live. David would prepare us dinner in some way, shape, or form. So when we got off the live, David had dinner. I would have dinner over with them on Thursday nights. We would do all of our invoicing because in that time you would claim on the live and you got like first dibs. So we would do all of our new arrivals and then we would also like maybe add in other pieces from other times, like stuff that matched maybe.
hmm
So we would do all of our invoicing then, but that would allow people to wake up in the morning because a lot of people would just like go to bed. They would wake up in the morning, they got paid on Friday, they could pay their invoice Friday morning.
Oh.
So
And
that's
it
really
gave our VIP people in our Facebook first dibs on stuff before it hit the website.
exactly. So that was the perk of being in our VIP group, which we still have, by the way,
Is my wife part of VIP?
1,000%.
Cancel it, please.
So
But we also just hang out there and we do like engagement type stuff
Well,
where
right,
we like
fun
post
posts.
pictures and whatever. And
like
you
this is
just-
what I'm wearing for date night. What are you guys making for
Chit
dinner?
chat.
Because if I gotta make dinner again, so help me God.
Yeah,
Like it's the worst.
I don't know that feeling.
I feel like that would be
I-
fun to do a live with you guys on the podcast on
It probably
Facebook.
would.
Yeah.
We'll bring
What-
some clothes.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Ari's gonna help us try
We
mine.
got to plan another one for that then.
Ari
All
can
right.
model.
Ari, yeah, we signed you up, Ari.
Hey, chill.
I mean, the benefit to being on our lives though and trying on clothes, you get paid in clothing.
Oh, we don't have room for that.
I think Ari begs to
Ari
differ.
begs to differ. So
Yeah.
Oh,
Ari,
you should go see her side of the bed then.
Okay. You have to rotate. You're going to get out of your winter clothes and you're going to need some summer clothes. So our next market actually is March 15th, which is a Friday at the hometown market in Crown Point, Indiana at the Lake County Fairgrounds. We love the hometown market. They are wonderful people to work with. So it's Friday night, I believe 5 to 9 p.m. And then it's also on Saturday, March 16th, 10
To
it starts
3,
at 10
I think.
a.m. So
Oh, that's
if you
early.
want to see that, I will eventually create an event on Facebook
Yeah.
because that's what I do.
I'll put the link down below.
You make
guys.
events.
Yeah, I make events.
Yeah.
And by make events, I go back and I copy events that Casey has created in the past and just duplicate the event. So 10 out of 10 recommend. I work smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
So that's our next
Best way to
market.
do it.
And we might do something. So we have another small business in Crown Point that we love and adore. So shout out to Annie from Piper's Pipsqueak Boutique. She is a yes.
Shout out.
So she is a children's clothing boutique. She carries preemie
No, don't say it.
through Aries already been there.
Oh,
Preemie through I want to say 10 or 14 in boys and girls. She has amazing stuff. So she just got a spot downtown Crown Point. So we're going to collaborate with her on some things. And she likes to do family outfit ideas for like photos and stuff, you know, family photos. So we like to collaborate with her. So she's amazing. Check out Piper's Pipsqueak Boutique too.
Check them out. Check them out. I'll
Little
put the link
shout
down. I'll put the link down below. There.
Yeah.
I'll put the
So
link down
we
below.
love her among some other small businesses. But so yeah, March 15th and 16th in Crown Point will be our next market.
Link down below.
Thank you.
I got you, guys,
Thank
man.
you.
You did me a favor coming on here.
Yeah.
You're
We're
welcome.
really glad to be here. This
Yeah.
is fun.
I've definitely learned a lot. That
What other questions do you have?
still,
The
I'm
world
ready.
of women's clothing
Yeah.
is just
I mean, that's a good understanding why women go so crazy now with clothing and everything. 'Cause it's still like I get judged because I like to go out and get some nice jeans or
But you know the
Yeah.
difference between some cheap jeans
oh yeah.
and some like these are good as hell jeans.
There's two type of jeans I
Yeah.
wear. It's either from American Eagle or the jeans that have the stitches guaranteed on the side that are $150 per
Okay.
pair. Yeah.
So then when Ari buys 2 pairs of Judy Blue,
It's even.
My defense,
Those
I've bought
ones.
one pair of these, and I bought these probably 4 or 5 years ago, and they still fit fine.
See, and exactly. So you buy good denim
And they
and it will
last.
last you for years.
Well, 'cause
So then, why
we-
does she need 5, 10,
because she
15
needs different
pairs?
styles. That's not the point.
it's
Kennard.
different styles for different
Um,
vibes.
Well,
It's all
because we
about the
only
vibe.
sell Judy Blue denim, which is fantastic. It's very good denim. And even
Yeah.
David was like, "Is it that good though?"
Put it on your body, David.
Yes,
Put
it
it on
is.
your
It
body.
really
Did he
is that
put
good.
it on?
Not even a little bit. But it really is as good as people say.
Yeah,
So
it really is.
I feel like if it's that good, you need to start finding out if it's for men too.
They do not.
It's not, but
Yeah.
it should be.
There are
It's good.
some boutiques that sell men's clothing, but I feel like it's either like very patriotic,
Mhm.
which is totally fine. You just have to have that clientele, or it's like fishermen.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Really?
fishing type
Yes.
stuff.
Fishing, hunting, guns,
Yes.
stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Like
yeah.
it's not like the buckle or like something like
Shout
a
out
little
Buckle, sponsor me, please. I love your jeans.
or like it's nothing of like okay, like you and Ari are gonna go out on a date and you want to wear something nice. You don't want to
Mhm.
wear a Cole shirt or something like you just want to
Yeah.
step it up a little bit. Like
I'm always fresh, baby. When I go out, I'm
I
always
know,
fresh.
I know. So where would you? Yeah, men don't normally shop like that though.
I know.
Mhm.
So-
I'm not your average man.
Yeah,
It's okay.
we
I
know.
like to be above average.
Above average. However, your shoes are in boutiques, so
yes,
you
I
have to
know.
find
I
those.
got my Hey Dudes on, guys. You
He's
can't see
asked
it.
about him before.
Yes,
to
I-
me.
Have you?
I was actually going to
He
ask
has
you about
asked.
that because I know you said you get them in bulk, and I was like, "Oh, can you give me some Hey Dudes?" She was like, "We have to order in bulk."
Yeah.
so,
Oh yeah, you gotta order
But-
men's
Yeah.
size 5 through like
Yeah.
14 or something.
Yeah, but we can buy like from other boutiques that are like trying to get rid of it. That
Yeah.
maybe it didn't work out for them. We can just buy like.
I
one
need
from
another
them.
black pair. These are getting kind of worn.
okay, well you gotta let us know your size and we'll just keep our eyes peeled.
11 and a half,
And then
11.
we'll charge you a 12 times markup.
Wow.
It depends.
Wow. That deserves a
Bullshit.
no.
Bullshit.
Just put your. They flip
Hold
out,
on,
so
okay.
just do like that side, and you can hear it.
I can hear it. I don't
Can you?
know.
I'm deaf. Oh, that's like a
Yeah.
Dimes, yeah,
WTF.
yeah. Like, oh, you're 12 times markup. God.
We just
I'm
fell
in
down
the
some
business of
stairs.
making money.
Yeah, I understand that, but you're gonna destroy everybody else, put me in the dirt. Like, jeez, man.
You know what is interesting though? I wonder if some places do mark up 12, like
I'm
12
guaranteed.
times.
Leslie, you
Especially
don't
on
have to hold
certain
it there.
brands.
I'm interested in
Especially
listening.
on certain brands.
Okay, I got one more question. Then.
What is it?
Do you guys have any regrets about starting this business?
I wouldn't say regrets. No.
Anything you can take back that you did?
No. I
Nothing.
wouldn't take it back.
Nothing.
No.
All good learning experience and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, we're still in business, so we couldn't have done anything that bad.
Yeah.
Well, like,
You know?
it's not something small. It's like, oh, we shouldn't have did that. Oh, we'll correct it next time or something like that.
I
Nothing
don't
like that,
know
really.
that I would say because of the business. I mean, I would say more of because she pisses me off. Like that would be like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Because the money at the end of the day is not
Not worth
it's
it.
not what we're here for. We're here to like because we want to wear the clothes. We like, you know, working with other businesses. We like, you know, so I don't think that anything business.
I was thinking regrets in a different sense.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Was
How were you?
No, I was
about
thinking like things we've bought or business
yeah.
moves we've made was the route that I was going.
it? Yeah,
There have been like a
Um,
few items where like
Yeah.
I love this piece.
Mhm.
I would totally wear this. Let's buy the run. And you're like, okay, we buy it, and then crickets. Absolute
Really?
crickets. And
Yeah.
we're like, why didn't anybody like this? Like, it was a great price point.
Yeah.
It's really cute.
Mhm.
Like, did people not like the fit of it? So, like, I feel like maybe that you're like,
I was thinking like when we first started and there was like a lot of stuff when we were just trying to like experiment with brands and
Yeah.
see what we like and what we don't like, and there was like some stuff that we bought that was just like I wouldn't I think we paid too much for this wholesale, so I'm not
Uh-huh.
going to ask you to pay more than
Yeah.
that. But I don't know that that's a regret because it's just like a learning. You just have
Yeah.
to figure out what is good and what's bad.
So with that being said, then do you make sure you only buy a certain amount of something that you think will sell out quick?
I mean, a lot of times we buy the minimum of whatever it is, and then like we
Okay.
see how it goes. Like
So you
there have
try
been
not to go
things.
over.
Yeah, like there have been things like this has restocked 3 times, 4 times maybe.
And it's sold out every time.
Exactly, because it's just like super versatile. Like
Yeah.
you can wear it with leggings, like you could wear it with like
Does
dress
Aerie
pants
have
or
one of
something
those?
like.
Mm-mm.
Okay, good.
And then there's other things like we get.
I'm going to order her
a
one
few
right
of
now.
them. We usually don't order multiple packs. We usually try something out and then see how it goes.
Yeah.
You know, I'm kind of glad we're not live right now because I guarantee after I said that, she would have been like, up order.
We only have it in small left.
Sorry.
So
So sorry.
Is there another? We.
it comes in a different shade.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think we might have another color though.
Yeah.
Like the lighter color, right?
She has a different denim jacket, I thought.
Aerie does. Yeah, Aerie has a different one.
I was gonna say, I think it's like, isn't it like a dark brown or something?
She has a few of the Moto jackets, which
Yeah,
were
I think that's what it was.
honest to God, like one of my favorite things we've ever carried.
I'm not gonna lie, those are actually pretty cool.
Well,
She
yeah,
looks
like
good in it.
because she can wear them to work.
Yeah.
She could wear them to date night. Like if she just wanted to, like it's because it's soft, like and flexible.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to wear things that are crunchy.
You know, for all the things that you say that Aerie has, I don't even think I've seen half of it.
Aerie honestly is a very smart spender. Aerie does not go crazy. Like honest to God, like not
And if
throwing Aerie under
she
the bus.
does buy something or like spend more money on something, it's something that she like knows she's gonna like
Exactly,
and like is gonna be
Yeah.
something she wears a lot.
yeah,
And I will say those items that I know that she spent more money on, I see her wear over and over.
exactly.
I'm proud
so
of you,
she's
babe.
gotten her money out of them. Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
good.
or she knows like okay, the Moto jackets she can wear them to work, and like you know
Yeah.
you're gonna get your money out of them. And I still have all of mine. I have every single color that we've ever carried because it's honestly
Jesus.
my favorite, and I have every one of them still. Like some
Well,
of
that's
them-
what we do. If we buy it and it sells well, then next time we'll just buy it in a different color.
Yeah.
So then you have to
Okay.
buy it again.
right.
And then we'll get it in another color. And you're like, oh, I liked that. I'll get it in the other color.
Exactly. Have you seen those?
If I like it,
reels?
I'll just buy it in another color.
exactly because you know you loved
Well,
it.
so
You wore it, you washed it, it's still legit, like it's still good. And we know everybody liked it because it's sold out. Okay, well, we're going to get black,
Okay.
of course.
So I have 2 questions. I actually want to talk about that. So one of the questions is something that's relevant to what we were talking about, but one of them is right now. So with that being said, when it comes to, okay, I like that jacket, I'm just going to get a different color. What's your opinion on sneakerheads like me and your husband when we see a shoe that we like and it's like, oh, it's the same shoe, but it's a different color? Because I get a lot of backlash. It's like, why are you spending all this money on shoes like that?
Because it's a different vibe. It's
How?
always a
How
different
so?
vibe. Like, okay, I have shoes that I have in black and I have them in white. Okay,
Mhm.
well, I wear the black in the winter, I wear the white in the summer, in
Okay.
the spring. Or like, okay, if you get, I'm trying to think of something that Anthony has that he likes. I feel like, and I'm not a sneakerhead in any way, shape, or form. Like
He wears
has
his Travis Scott's
What
a
are
lot.
the? I don't even know the numbers of them, Kennard.
Is-
Like the black and the red ones that come up.
Those are Jordan 1 Chicago highs.
Yes. Okay. So he has those. He's got them in like 5 different colors,
Yeah.
colorways.
Yeah.
But okay, well, if you're going to wear a blue hoodie, you're not going to wear the red ones.
No.
You're going to wear the blue ones.
Yeah.
Or something that matches. Same thing with us. I'm not going to, it's all about the vibe. Like today, I didn't want to wear tennis shoes. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I feel like I get that because we are in that business.
I'm glad someone understands.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Easy.
unless they're all ugly, then you can't have them all.
We'll see.
Like the yellow and green ones, absolute hideous.
What
Like the
yellow and
little the
green ones?
lows, whatever the hell those were, freaking hideous.
Yellow and green. Are they out yet? Or I think I know
No,
exactly.
they're long gone. They're long gone.
They're long gone, or he sold them.
He sold them.
Okay, then yeah. I
think
don't know
he
which
sold
ones you're
them.
talking about.
I
then.
hope he sold them because they're freaking hideous.
I gotta know what they are now. This is gonna
They
bug
were like,
me.
I think they were green with yellow, and they were lows.
Low
whatever the hell that
ones.
means.
I'm guessing low ones.
Not
Yeah, no.
Air Force ones. That's not what you mean, right?
No, I'm talking
doesn't
like
like Air Force
Jordans.
ones.
No, are they? They were Nikes.
Yes.
What
They
kind of?
reminded me of the Packers, and I just wanted to vomit.
What was the material made out of? Was it leather?
Tennis shoes?
Is it leather, suede?
No, they were not textured. Like they were just basic.
Yep, don't know what you're talking about then. Yeah, I don't know which one you're talking
I feel like
about.
you would, but
I feel like I would
there's
if I
some
seen them.
colorways that I'm like, that's just hideous. But
Yeah.
like the Sean Witherspoon, that I'd be like, okay,
That's the one I thought you were talking about.
no, Anthony loves those.
Those-
Those are
yeah.
like one of his ultimate faves.
Those
And
are
at first
nice.
I was like, what in the total recycled trash is that? Like, but like now that you put them on and you wear them, he wears his jeans and like you wear a red hoodie or whatever
Yeah.
with them, you know, like
just like,
okay, it makes sense.
Pops.
Yes. So
I got to get him on here with some of the episode of Garage Sneaker Talk. I feel like he would
you
enjoy
would
that.
probably like that,
Oh yeah. I
even though
might
he
have
would
to-
be nervous.
I don't know why.
He would be nervous.
I don't think so.
I
No.
think he would.
But my other question is,
You
have you ever
remembered it?
had a crazy spender like just bought so much in one day?
We love those people.
Those are our favorite kind of people.
What's the most that person? Well, what's the most you've seen one person buy in one day or a week?
In one day? Well,
Yeah.
okay, 1 week. Normally, people don't place multiple orders within the week.
Yeah.
Normally, they place one order. So that's why we usually do all of our new arrivals in one day rather
Okay.
than like do 2 new arrivals every single day.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we do free shipping over $75.
You're not answering his question.
I'm coming back to it.
She's going into it. Like, that's good.
I'm leaning into it.
I want to know if she knows the answer.
I feel like I know the answer. Was it recent?
Yes.
400
Wrong.
It wasn't that one? I thought it was
In
like
1 week?
450. That one order was like 450.
One order, $450.
Yeah.
I would say a single order was somewhere in the round of
And how much-
500, but there has been
Jesus Christ.
people who have in 1 week spent probably 1,500.
Ooh.
But also like that's so I was saying we don't normally drop all week long
Yeah.
because if you order one thing, like okay, I liked one thing every single day.
Yeah.
I'm not going to pay shipping every single day.
You're
unless
gonna wait till the
local.
end of the week, yeah.
Right. So, but at that rate, if we only had one small and you're small,
Yeah.
or I only had one 3X, like you want to buy it because you want to get it and it could sell out, which is a huge possibility. But if you like to do free local pickup, which we do offer free local pickup in Cedar Lake, Indiana, then it's like no big deal.
Casey,
I don't
feel
have
like-
anything to add.
We
Nothing?
did meet one person at a market and we were like, I love her.
She
I hope-
messed it up.
I love her. We love
Why?
her. We remember her.
Did she buy a lot
We
of
hope
stuff?
to see her all the time.
Casey doesn't. It doesn't look like Casey feels the same.
No, she's great.
Yeah.
But I mean, the thing is I don't want people to buy stuff just for the sake of buying stuff and then they don't like it
Yeah.
or they don't wear it.
Right.
Like if you're
Mhm.
buying it, I hope you're wearing it. And I will say, because Shopify shows us like who our like top customers are,
Mhm.
who's like bought the most or who has spent the most, and it shows us all that. And I mean, the people who are on the top of those lists, we see them actively.
Okay.
Like I see their posts, and like our one person who's like our number one buyer customer, every Facebook post she has is wearing our stuff. And so, I mean, I have always felt that I don't want to sell you something for the sake of me making money. I want you to enjoy it.
Right. We honestly want you to like it. We want you to love it.
Yeah.
And then, like, a lot of people buy gifts too. So, like, okay, we had this one sweater that it was either a one size, like a regular one size, or it was like a plus size one size. So if you didn't know what size your mother-in-law was or something, then you could just get one.
How much did it?
I told her she was talking too much.
You were not talking too much. I love people that go deep into detail on how stuff goes. So, actually, how much did it cost to actually start up this business with LLCs and just getting inventory and everything else like that?
She's just itching to answer the question.
She is. She is. You can answer it.
No, Casey's got this one.
So, I mean, it does start with, like, the legal stuff. You have to get the business license, and you have to get the sales certificate, and you have to get all that. It was all relatively cheap. I think it was under $100 each.
Each what?
Each, for each item.
One thing was like $25. No.
I think one was like 30. I think one was like 80. I think another was... There were several things that we had to get. So, I think that they were all under 100. I was surprised with how much they were. They were cheaper than I would expect. Yeah. But then you have to buy inventory. So we started the boutique with 6 items. We had, I think it was 5 shirts and 1 dress, I think was what we started with.
Really?
We might have a picture.
Wow.
Yeah.
Insert picture here, Kevin.
We started with 6 items. We started with some business licenses and some approvals to pay taxes. And then shipping supplies. So I would say all in, like, to start was probably under $1,000, like bad. To make your first sale. But then you think once those clothes sell, you have nothing. You have to keep buying. You have to keep buying. And so, I mean, it is a lot more in the end, but like just to get started, I would say under $1,000
for a boutique to sell clothes. That's where.
Yes. In our situation.
My situation will be just different because I just want to get an LLC for.
Well, yeah, I mean, the most expensive part of that is inventory.
Yeah.
And so if you don't have to pay for inventory and you don't have to replenish inventory and you don't have to pay for tags and like the little tagging situations and then stickers and like we put everything in like a clear plastic mailer and then we put it in a poly mailer. And if we have to buy bubble wrap and all of that, like if you're not shipping, then you don't have to pay for any of those. But to start the business on its own is very cheap. So.
Well, and we used like to organize bookshelves that Casey already had. So it was like we were just like repurposing stuff.
Yeah.
And I mean, the more we did it, then we had to buy hangers and we had to buy more racks. And then we really needed like a label maker to like print our labels, which you can do it on a normal printer. But when you're shipping, you know, the quantity that we are, we need a label maker. Yeah. And so, I mean, all of that stuff adds up over time, but you don't need all of it to start.
Okay.
So
good starting point. Definitely a good starting point.
Yeah, I would say I was surprised with how little you needed to technically start.
Yeah. I mean, and you can pay for marketing, like if you wanted to. So it's really just how you, I mean, how many pieces would you say we have now? So we started with 6.
I have no
we
idea.
Have hundreds of pieces.
Yeah,
now.
Probably hundreds.
Wow.
Yeah, we have a lot.
Are you guys stuck with stuff that you can't sell?
I would say no. Because of the hub?
Yeah, the hub is one resource where we can sell to other boutique stuff that just didn't work for us, and we can sell it to somebody else, and maybe it fits their vibe better. Or maybe we bring in something and it's just like our customers think it's more expensive than they want to spend, but we can give it to another boutique and it's right up their alley. So sometimes you do get stuck with stuff. I feel like when you have like 1 or 2 left that you're like stuck with the singles. And sometimes there's some stuff that we're like, I'm sick of seeing this. I never want to see it again because we've had it.
Or anything?
You can do a sale, but
I feel like at that point, if people wanted it, they already bought it.
Yeah.
Because they know we only have one item.
Or their size is gone. Right. So they might want it, but the one we have left isn't their size. So, Yeah, and we do have some people that like only shop sales too. So
Which I get.
yeah, I totally get, and we love when those people come and they
Buy
up
the last
everything.
one of
Yeah.
something.
yeah, and we get super excited.
Oh my god, this last one, yay,
Yeah.
yay.
Yeah, or like basically that's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
But because a medium is our least selling size,
Really?
and so whenever anybody buys a medium, we're like, this is so exciting.
We're like, thank God.
Yes.
Thank God.
Yeah,
So I'll take it you guys usually have a lot of medium left over.
we
Yeah.
always do. Yeah, so
I guess that's a good thing though. You're accomplishing your goal of getting
Yeah.
bigger sizes sold out there to the people that
yeah,
are
we
enjoying it.
we sell so much more plus size than we do regular sizes.
Yeah.
So much
good.
more. Like we can sell a 3X like nobody's business, but like we have to beg somebody to take the medium.
wow.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I think it just because plus size don't normally have the opportunity to shop at boutiques. So
Mhm.
like when they
Yeah.
find a boutique that does,
yeah,
it's like,
they want to buy it and they want to support it.
yeah.
And also, it's a different style than what you'd see at your normal plus size stores that have grandma ish clothes. Because that's another thing is that if you do sell plus size, it's like something your great grandma would wear, like a giant muumuu, Walmart style. And
And it's not a basic.
yeah, and like young females are not looking for that kind of thing.
Yeah.
They're looking for cute, trendy clothes.
Right.
Okay. Wow.
So when they find it in their size, they swoop it.
Yeah.
So whoopity
And then they
swoop.
buy it.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, well, you have all these things. Well, I'm going to buy it all because I'm ordering already. So,
You might as well. Free shipping over 75.
yeah, exactly. Then you don't
Nope.
have to drive to Cedar Lake, Indiana to do free local pickup.
No, I won't do it. I won't do it. So do you guys see yourself actually making this a lot bigger, like more locations and stuff like that, or just small, local?
So we did have a storefront for a minute,
Mhm.
and for us, it just did not really make sense. I mean,
Because we both work full time.
yeah,
Yeah.
So I wouldn't even call it a storefront. We had
Oh,
a
yeah.
space that the public could come into, and we considered it a warehouse.
Yeah.
That was set up as a store, so you could
Mhm.
come shop if you wanted to. But we didn't have really store hours. We were open on Saturdays if you wanted to come check it out. But we can't be there full time. We can't be
Yeah.
there Monday through Friday because we're working our regular jobs. And so it was a lot of overhead
right.
to not have income from just people coming in and shopping
Yeah.
regularly.
That's
Yeah.
what I was going to say. I would think that since you're only open one day a week, that people would be like, oh, they're open today. We got to go up there and shop, and the store would be packed.
Yeah. I mean, when we did pop ups, it was really fun.
Yeah.
Yes, and it got very busy.
Right. Yeah.
But it's just a lot of overhead.
yeah.
And I think one of the biggest things, well, a couple things with that is that when we started, we never planned on having a storefront. That was
Okay.
never our intention. So there was that. Leslie's out of her beverage, and it threw me.
Terrible.
It threw
Yeah, I
me
know.
through a loop. But the other thing with having the storefront is that now you have all this overhead,
Mhm.
and now it almost takes the fun out of it because you have a lot of bills that are coming in
Yeah.
that you have to pay, and it almost turned into a what can we bring in that will sell so we can pay our rent
Okay.
versus what can we bring in that we love and we want to share with people and we want to wear ourselves, and we were not having the freedom to do what we wanted as
Yeah.
much because we were worried about bills.
Yeah. It was more stressful because it's like,
Yeah.
okay, well, let's just do a sale next weekend or whatever the
Yeah,
thought was, because again,
it takes
you're
the fun
worried
out of
about-
it.
Well, exactly. And the whole point of Bossy Babe Boutique is
Have fun.
to have fun,
Yeah.
wear some cute clothes, meet some fun women,
Mm-hmm.
have a good time. Like, I mean,
Yeah, and our plan was never to have a storefront. It was
No.
nice that it was set up as a storefront so people could come in, but I think our long-term goals may not be to ever have a storefront.
Right.
I mean, potentially we might move into like a large warehouse space or something like that where it's like, a fully operational business that has like employees and
yeah.
like a shipping department and everything. That might
Yeah.
be something, but not necessarily.
So you do see down the road this actually you wouldn't mind going that big.
No. I mean, I think that would be welcomed, but at the same time, like,
You're not pushing.
it all
for
just
it.
has to make sense
Yeah.
because we don't,
and that was never our plan.
Yeah.
Was that we always intended on just having these clothes and sharing them with people that we know.
Yeah.
And I think when we had those first 6 pieces, we were like, let's see if people like these, and
Yeah.
people loved them. And it really took off way bigger than
don't even think
I
that we
had
get
ever
to keep any of
planned.
those.
We did. I kept one of them, maybe.
Because they sold, and it was like, okay, well, shoot, I didn't even get one.
Yeah.
Which
But
is good.
It took off way more. Like, I thought it was going to be, you know, our couple, like our 3 or 4 Facebook friends
Yeah.
who were like, let me buy something out of support. And it really became a lot bigger than that. And then people are sharing it with people they like. And it
Yeah.
became a lot bigger than I think we had anticipated in the first place.
Yeah.
Um,
We should do a
So-
where we've shipped to.
yeah.
I've seen another like boutique or two like do the United States
Mhm.
and like color in
Oh,
which
put
states
in, yeah,
they've
what
shipped
you
to.
ship to,
That
how
was kinda
far
fun.
your stuff is actually
Yeah,
going.
that'd be kind of fun to
Yeah,
do.
that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, like probably when I start doing lives, I'm like, hey, comment down below where you're at.
Exactly.
See how far it goes. Yeah.
Comment your state or
Yeah.
yeah.
Actually do that, guys. When you watch this video,
Yeah.
comment down below where you're from, where you're watching this from, guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
That'd be nice and fun.
I'm from Crown Point, Indiana.
Yeah.
Jeez. You're here on the pod, Casey. Come
I
on.
thought
You
that
don't
people
count.
wanted to know.
No. Yeah, I mean, they do, but you don't want them to know.
I don't live in Crown Point now.
Yeah.
Well, you just get
Northwest Indiana.
Northwest Indiana. That's where we're located at.
Yeah.
It's a big area
Yes. It actually
in
is.
a deep, deep
It is.
field of corn somewhere.
There's not as much corn as I think.
No,
No.
there's
People
not
would think.
anymore.
No.
Back in the day.
And then once you
Growing
get
up.
towards Wheatfield, Knox, that area.
Said with
yeah.
a
Oh,
question mark.
Yeah.
You're like, where's Knox?
Yeah. No, I know where Knox is. I just want to make sure I said it right. But yeah, guys, that was basically all the questions I had for you.
Well,
Hope
thank
you
you for
guys
having
have
us.
fun.
This
Yeah.
was fun.
Yes.
It was
Thank
legit.
you.
was.
Yeah, thank you for coming on. I appreciate it. Hopefully, your business gets more flow and action with this podcast when it goes up.
Well,
And
thank you.
I wish the best for you guys. Thank you for all the advice and everything. And anybody else that has any advice,
Yeah, if you have questions,
Yes.
comment below.
yes, comment
I'll
below.
chime in.
Leslie loves to answer questions.
She
I do.
does.
It's
She
my
definitely
favorite.
does. You notice that she was the main one talking. It's not a bad thing.
I'm that
It's
person
not.
in the friends group who reads your message and then exits out
Yeah.
without responding.
Yeah, Casey's a cruel person.
She responds after everybody has already responded.
Yeah. But all right, guys, I appreciate you guys stopping by, being on the podcast. You got me, you got Casey, you got Leslie. Hope you guys enjoyed another Liquid Therapy podcast episode. It's been fun, guys. Until next time, we'll catch you later, guys.